In today's day and age, video games are a dime a dozen. There are thousands upon thousands of interactive experiences available in more ways than ever, created by development studios of all different shapes and sizes. While companies like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo each create large AAA experiences alongside other massive studios, there are also fantastic independent games being made every day. As game development gets lengthier, budgets get larger, and prices get higher, there's definitely some larger-than-life stuff going on in the gaming sector. That being said, there's such an overwhelming amount of games to play nowadays. Old games don't just disappear after a certain amount of time, well, most don't anyway, and more people are making games now than ever before. So it can be very difficult for a gamer to find the right game for them. Most people have other things going on in their life, a job, school, family, and friends. How can someone pick from hundreds of thousands of choices with so many being deemed classics and or must-play experiences? Is a 100+ hour game even viable at this point? Where does it end? It ends right here, motherfucker. Play Turnip Boy Robs Bank. Developed by a whopping 7 people over at Snoozy Kazoo, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is a sequel to the smash hit Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion from 2021. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, the original Turnip Boy was a Zelda-like game where you play as, well, a turnip who, commits tax evasion. It's a great little action-adventure game with a hilarious script and some great puzzles, albeit having some rough edges here and there. One of my favorite quotes from the studio is when they said, "Our goal is to make small, short, dumb-as-heck games with a strong emphasis on looking on the goofier side of life. There's enough serious content in the world, let that be in games, movies, music, or even our lives in general. We want to provide people an escape from that, while respecting their time and abilities." The original game was only a couple hours long, meant to be a bite-sized fun experience for any kind of gamer to enjoy. And they did. So much so that they made a sequel which does everything bigger and better. And also completely different. While the first game was an action-adventure title, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is a straight-up action roguelike shooter. Completely switching up genres, you play as the returning hero Turnip Boy as he joins the Pickled Gang to rob the mysterious and expansive Botanical Bank, which has a lot more to it than it seems. Because the game is entirely different than the first, you don't even really need to play the original, but if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, absolutely go for it because it's a great game. However, the sequel is everything the first game should have been. It's just a really solid, fun game. Each run you make in the game allows you a set amount of time, 3 minutes at the start, which can be upgraded later, to explore the bank at your whim and collect as much money and loot as possible. Throughout the bank are various enemies, bosses, and items for you to snag, as well as various people for you to shake down for more cash or complete tasks to unlock special items. While the game clocks in at around 4 hours, double the length of its predecessor, there's a ton of content here. Enemies can drop new weapons for your character to bring back home in order to use for research into new weapons for the start of new runs, and these weapons are as varied and wacky as some of the top shooters out there. It reminded me of something akin to Dead Cells, each weapon drop leaving me excited to test out what the latest surprise had to offer. There's also various different types of environments laid out in this bank, funny enough. Some rooms contain vaults of treasure guarded by lasers and sealed doors, other rooms have gardens or sacrificial psychopaths, or the literal afterlife. One of the great things about this game is that it knows exactly when to take itself seriously considering gameplay mechanics and nuance, and when to just have fun and be a video game. Coupled with its easily digestible length, what Turnip Boy Robs a Bank excels at most is that it's not trying to be anything beyond a fun game to spend an evening with. It's not bogged down with fetch quests or an over-expository dialogue, it's quick and to the point with witty writing, fast-paced, addictive moment-to-moment gameplay, and oh my god, a killer soundtrack. The entire time I was just bopping to all the tracks that James Okinoth Courier, their musician and sound designer, cooked up. And I think that's another strength of this game. Because of the size of the dev studio, everyone there was just passionate and locked in on creating their vision for this game, and it shows. An interesting fact about development for this game came with an aspect ratio change. Unlike the first game, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is presented in a 4:3 ratio instead of the standard 16:9. When asked about this, the developers responded with, "Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is a frantic action shooter game, somewhat leaning into the bullet hell territory. We've done a lot of research and found that with games like this, the screen space, especially in somewhat larger open areas, tend to affect player behavior. For example, if you are in an open room with a 16:9 ratio, you will tend to tunnel vision enemies on the left and right, due to the fact that you can see them and you can line up shots on them. This is problematic due to the fact that there most likely are an equal amount of enemies above and below you, so people get overwhelmed from the top and bottom and die easily. This being said, in a 4:3 ratio, the player is a lot less likely to focus any specific direction, so they focus on what's around them rather than shooting enemies that might distract them from actually surviving in their current position. This is important in Turnip Boy Robs a Bank because half the zones are vertically focused, so we felt it was very important to ditch 16:9 for this one specific entry of the series. I just thought that this was such a great quote from the devs, as it goes to show just how much effort and love they've put into the game they've created. This game isn't the first of its genre, many games have done similar gameplay loops, but everything the devs said about potential issues makes perfect sense. The fact that their attention to detail and quality led to such instrumental changes to how the game works in order to accommodate players is a testament to how much they care about making their game right. With so many different options out there, it can be especially hard for indie devs to make their passion projects known to the world, let alone consumed by the masses. There are so many different things out there competing for our time, our thoughts, our precious free moments that only seem to get fewer and further between. But that's what's so great about Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, is that it really does its best to get rid of as many barriers as possible. It's short and sweet, it's got plenty of accessibility options, and it prioritizes fun over anything else. I wanted this video to be the first video I made coming back from my long YouTube hiatus because I want to show just how strongly I feel about the quality of this game. Compared to so much of what's going on both in the gaming world and the world around us, Turnip Boy is a breath of fresh air. Snoozy Kazoo's commitment to making small, short, dumb as heck games is what and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people need right now. You can certainly enjoy lengthy, large-scale, thought-provoking gaming experiences, I know I do, but sometimes it just feels so good to sit back and have that fun that you first grew up on all the way back to your earliest memories of playing a game up on your TV as a child, or on your Game Boy or phone or whatever it may be. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is a superb little game that could, and I think everyone should give it a shot because it reignited a passion in me. A passion for just good old fun. The game is available on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC, as well as Game Pass, so please, it's absolutely worth anyone's time. Thank you all so much for watching, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and real quick before you leave, I'd just like to give a few quick shoutouts. Huge thanks to Rogue Energy for sponsoring the channel and making a really great product that keeps me going. Anyone who knows me knows that I can be pretty picky with who I represent when it comes to sponsors. I don't want to advertise anyone or anything that I won't actively use, but I'm happy to say that I use Rogue Energy all the time to give me that boost when I need it. If you hop into a stream of mine, I'm most likely sipping on that strawberry kiwi or blue raspberry flavor in my Legend of Vox Machina themed shaker. If you want that focus boost or you just want to stay hydrated with their caffeine-free flavors, Rogue Energy has got you covered. So definitely check them out using my affiliate link and code PandaMaster to get some sweet discounts and some truly awesome products. Every purchase you make helps out the channel so I can keep making videos like this and so much more. So thank you. I also want to give a quick mention to my friends at Humble Bundle because I am super proud to be able to say that I am working with such an amazing company that has touched so many people's lives. For those that are unaware, Humble Bundle is a site that offers bundles of games, books, software, and other digital goodies for super cheap prices, with a portion of said price going to fantastic charities making a legitimate difference in the world. I'm serious, these people have raised hundreds of millions of dollars for those in need. They are truly doing some incredible work. By using my affiliate link, not only are you getting some great stuff and contributing to these same charities, but you're also helping support me as a creator as well. So go find your next obsession. They even have an entire digital storefront as well, so there's plenty of awesome stuff to find that also supports great causes. Finally, I wouldn't be anywhere without you guys, so thank you for being here. If you've been with me since I first started making crappy videos all the way back in 2012, or this is your very first video, thank you. It means the world to me to be able to create something special that people take time out of their day to watch, and I hope I can continue doing this for as long as humanly possible. I've got plenty more awesome stuff coming down the pipeline, so stay tuned because it's only going to get better from here. Once more, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever it is I'm doing next time. Alright, see ya.